Hey everybody, Yankee here. I get asked quite often what I think is the best small, deep concealment pistol. Something to carry when you don't want anyone to know you're carrying. When you really want something small, but can still help you out of a bad situation if you ever find yourself in one. And when it comes to small, easy to hide guns, I've got lots of options. I've got things like the Beretta Pico here, very small and also not just small, also very thin. Same thing with the Sig Sauer P238 here, very small, very thin. I've got like the Beretta 3032 here, the Tomcat. I've got Derringers, and even a little bit bigger, I've got the Walther PPK, which is a little bit bigger, but still a very easily concealed gun. And people ask me all the time, like I said, since they know I have a lot of small guns, what is the best small gun? Is it one of these, or maybe is it one of my small J-frames? When it comes to J-frames or very small framed revolvers, I've got different options. I've got options from Smith & Wesson, from Kimber, from Colt. There's options out there from Ruger, like the LCRX, which is an excellent deep concealment gun. But when it comes to deep concealment, I have found that there's one gun that I go to every time that I think is the best gun, and it's none of these. It's not even my C-Camp I have, which is super tiny. I have a C-Camp in 32 ACP that you wouldn't believe how small it is. But still, that's not the one I choose either. The one I choose is my Smith & Wesson 360 PD. Now, this is not only a J-frame size gun, so it's very small, but it also has a scandium frame and a titanium cylinder. This gun is incredibly light. You can't even tell you have it on you. It is like a toy. It is so light. Now, it is 357 Magnum, 5 shots of 357 Magnum, so that makes the gun a little stout to shoot. But if you ever need to use it, you're going to be glad you have that 357 Magnum caliber. This gun is very small, extremely light, and like I said, is a very potent caliber, unlike my C-Camp that's only a 32, and some other lightweight revolvers that are only 38s. And unlike the LCRXs, when you get them in 357 Magnum, they have steel frames and they're very heavy. This one, like I said, is smaller and lighter than all of the other small revolver that I would consider actually in the running. And that's why in my live chats, when people know I'm going out for the evening somewhere, it's very rare, but it happens sometimes. They'll say, hey, what gun are you going to carry to go to that show, that concert, whatever? And it's always my 360 PD because of those things I just said, how light it is, how small it is. No one's going to notice it. You can even put this gun on and they probably won't feel it patting you down. But there's another anecdotal reason why I carry this gun every time I go out. And that is the modern metal detectors they use. I was having a conversation with a guy last night about the metal detectors because we went out to see Jim Gaffigan and they were making us go through metal detectors when we walked in. And the guy in front of me set off the metal detector because he was carrying an umbrella. So they made him empty his pockets and show what he had on him, etc. And they held us back while they checked him. And then they let us walk through, no problem. And that's not the first time that's happened. It's happened several times at several different venues where they had these modern metal detectors. So last night I actually stopped for a minute and talked to the security guard. I said, those new detectors seem to be picking stuff up pretty good. He said, yeah, they're nice and they don't have as many false readings. He says that umbrella must be pretty big because they're designed to not pick up things like cell phones, etc. So what I'm thinking, and like I said, this is purely anecdotal. I'm thinking because this gun is scandium and titanium, which are often materials used in lightweight cell phones. Titanium is used, especially in the new iPhones, and aluminum is used, etc. I'm thinking this just doesn't register enough to be picked up because it is in that threshold of, hey, that's just enough metal to be something like a big phone. So multiple times now, I've gotten through security with this gun. I've even been wanded with this gun, and it doesn't go off. So I am very happy. Now, I'm not saying this gun is a metal detector resistant gun. I'm just saying that the more modern metal detectors that are tuned to screen out things like cell phones, etc., they get confused by these little guns, I think. I think it gives us a little bit of an advantage. So I am carrying this gun all the time, like I said. And like I said, I know that last part is anecdotal, and there'll be lots of people in the comment section that come on and tell me exactly why I'm wrong. But I doubt any of them will tell me why exactly I've went through several of those machines. And they pick up things like umbrellas and make someone empty his pockets, but they don't pick up this. Because that guy was complaining later because he ended up sitting right behind us and he's like, oh, they picked up my umbrella and made me empty everything. And I felt like turning around saying, yeah, and here I walked in right behind you with a gun. And they didn't do anything to me. So like I said, a lot of people will tell me why I'm wrong. But that evidence there, as anecdotal as it may be, combined with the fact that this gun is powerful, it is very small, it is very light, it's very easy to conceal in a way no one will see it. That is why I consider this my number one go-to small deep concealment pistol, and I would recommend it to anyone. Now, some people might say, well, what about people who are recoil sensitive? Well, you know what? Practice with your other J-frames. Carry this one when you need a lightweight gun, because if you ever have to use it, you'll be full of adrenaline, you'll be able to handle it, and even if your wrists are sore the next day, well, it's better to be alive and a little bit sore than it is to be dead because the gun you were carrying didn't get the job done.